So there's a lot of people who say, I'm speaking different languages. Are you though? Are you though? Because it looks like you are actually understanding different languages. It looks like you're listening different languages, but are you speaking that? Hey My Populace, welcome to a new video. Today we're talking about the difference between understanding and speaking a language. We talked about that a little bit when we were talking about the use of Netflix as a tool to learn a new language, and I just want to make sure like I was doing this video so people will understand, because it's so easy to confuse both of those ideas of thinking like, because I'm listening a lot of music or because I'm watching a lot of movies or TV show in a language, that means I am speaking the language or I will be able to speak the language. This is completely wrong to think like that. You will be able to understand more the language, you will get used to the language, and the vocabularies will get better to you, you will remember more things, yes, for sure, but you will not be able to speak the language. And that's why a lot of people around us are able to understand the language but not able to speak the language. I'm going to give you an example. I always talk about the differences between active learning and passive learning. Why? Active learning is very important and basics. You need to do that to be able to speak a language. You need to go to the active learning. That means you need to do vocabulary, grammar, spelling, phonetics, pronunciation, verbs, times, everything like that. Okay, this is important. This is what we call active learning. And for this one, you need to actually sit down on the desk, use a book, use a manual, whatever is the tool that you feel comfortable with, and just go through those basic things. Okay, this is very important. Then you have the passive learning. The passive learning is where you get to improve everything that you learn in the active learning. So that means the passive learning most of the time is not where you're actually focusing anymore on the spelling, the grammars, everything like that, pronunciation, phonetics. You don't concern about that anymore. You are still going to be learning and improving on that, yes, especially on the pronunciation, because as much as passive learning you're going to be doing, as much as pronunciation you will get, as more your level of speaking will get better. So of course it's still related to both of these things. The passive and the active learning is still going to be helping you to improve on the basic thing that you will learn in the active learning, but it will not just help you to improve, but also going to help you to speak. Most of the people, they do the active learning on the languages they target, okay? They do that at school most of the time, or they do at work, okay? But they will not do the passive learning, which is more complex, because the passive learning means like you need to do that every day. And the passive learning is basically saying to your brain that I am not learning something, this is my reality. And to say that this is your reality, you need to be able to get away from the comfort of what brings you the music and watching a TV show with the subtitles. You need to go to the reality and making your brain think that you are actually living in the States, or you are actually living in Australia, or in Portugal, or whatever the country language target you're having, and just kind of like lie to your brain and make him think like this is a reality for him. This is just you doing anything like any person in his native speaking country. Because you know what you do in the passive learning? You're doing what I'm doing right now. You're making a video in a language that is not your native speaking language, and you are making it think like it is your native speaking language. It makes I actually trick my brain right now to think like English, it is my native speaking language, and that's mean like it's my mother tongue. I can make a video on YouTube and post a video on YouTube where I'm speaking that language, and I am tricking my brain to think like that by making it sound like it's a normal for me. It's a normality. It's just something like I used to do. It's a norm. When in reality, it's not. It's a work that I did because my mother tongue is French. So being able to make a video here today with you speaking English is a lot of effort that I've done before. But because I was tricking my brain to think like this passive learning was just me improving my own skill in a language that was already mine, I was able to speak it more and more after, because my brain was thinking like it's normal, you're just speaking your normal language, this is your language, this is your mother tongue here, okay? The active learning is very important, because without the active learning, you will not get here, okay? That's not even a doubt there. But the passive learning is what's going to help you to speak. A lot of people will do the understanding with the passive learning, but do not want to do also the speaking with the passive learning, and this is where people are getting lost. I have seen people understanding a language since 5, 10 years, 20 years, and still not able to speak the language. And this is where, for me, this is not possible, okay? This is not possible. It has to be done at the same time. And I'm saying those people, it was lacking from them to get to the understanding to the speaking. What was lacking was the moment when they said, I need to speak And this moment is important. And a lot of us, a lot of people don't like this moment when they say, oh, I need to start speaking, because they will feel shy, because they will feel insecure, because they will feel like no one is able to understand them, they will feel fragile, and all those feelings as an adult is blocking you more than actually helping you. A child would go through the same feelings, but he's not going to pay attention to those feelings because he's a child. He has his pure innocence and his pure bravery, and then he's gonna be like, oh, I don't give a shit if I sound so ridiculous, because shame isn't important for me. When an adult person would think like, oh my god, I'm gonna have an accent, oh my god, I'm gonna speak very badly, oh my god, people are gonna make fun of me, and he would never pass the fact of speaking because he's still in his head. You need to move out from your insecurities, you need to move out from your fears, and you need to start speaking. And speaking is passive learning, and passive learning will bring you to fluency. So it's just all the steps that has to be done for you to get to understanding a language, to speaking a language. The more important things in life is able to speak. I mean, we all make our life to be able to share, express ourselves, like have a conversation. And you will not do that by just understanding the language, because imagine someone is talking to you, you understand everything that he's saying, but you're not able to talk. This is frustration. This is irritation. I would even say like crazy. I mean, you're in a room with someone, you cannot express yourself. There was this conversation that is so important, and you cannot express yourself because you're lacking the speaking. And why you're lacking the speaking? Because you were like holding back because of your fears, because of your insecurities, because of this, because of that. Oh, okay. So just for you to understand that there is a huge difference between speaking and understanding, and this is okay. And the fact that you will get the full package, it's only when you start speaking. And speaking is passive learning, and passive learning with speaking is the goal, is the direction you need to go through. It's the way to bring you to fluency. Okay, passive learning with speaking will bring you to fluency. Passive learning with speaking will bring you to polyglot. Passive learning with speaking will make you an amazing polyglot. Anyway, I will close the video here. Thanks for watching this video. Please do not forget to give me a thumbs up if you enjoyed that video. It's helping a lot for the referencement. And here I am inventing words. He's helping a lot to reference the channel to make it more visible on the platform. So please give me those thumbs up, and also let me comments. It helps to just tell me where you're from. As I said, the flag, just what language you're learning, what language you've been struggling with, which language you would like to learn in the next few weeks, few months, few years. Just let me know in the comments. And of course, we subscribe. Thank you for all the people who just joined the Populace the last week. I am very happy, and I'm very thankful. So thank you so much, and do not forget to subscribe if you have not done that. The link is in the description box. I'm going to repeat that. The link is in the description box, and I will see you in my next video. You guys take care. Bye, my populace. Je pense que c'est good. Allez, à jugé vendu. Caméra, done.